Today I'm teaching myself how to shoot lefty.
If I can't teach myself how to shoot lefty in 1 week, I will shave my head.
Let's go!
So this spring, I began thinking about my biathlon coaching, and I began to ask myself, Brian, are you really that good of a biathlon coach? And I wanted to figure out a way to know if the methods and the coaching styles that I'm using are actually effective and productive. And that's when I had this idea. I'm gonna teach myself to shoot lefty. But like any good YouTuber, there needs to be stakes. So if I can't improve my score in 1 week and teach myself how to shoot lefty, I will shave my head. It's all gotta go. I don't look good bald. Now here's the plan. I'm gonna go up to CrossFit and find a lefty rifle, and I'm gonna do 2 shooting tests, a 40-shot test, 20 shots prone, 20 shots standing for score. The second one I'm gonna do is an American test, which is a 20-shot test for time. For every miss that you have on metal, you're gonna add 5 seconds to your time. So your goal is to hit as many targets as you can to avoid the penalties and get through the drill as fast as you can so you have the lowest time possible. Thanks to Crosscut Mountain Sports Center for letting me borrow a lefty rifle and use their range for this experiment. And once I have these baseline scores, I'm gonna come home and Dryfire every day for an entire week. I'm gonna use all the coaching drills and techniques that I use on a daily basis as a biathlon coach to teach myself to shoot lefty. Wish me luck. Hey everyone, I'm editing this video right now and I'm realizing that all the files I took from my initial test are completely corrupt. And I don't know if it's my error or it's my computer or I don't know what happened. But what I can tell you is I was able to record some data instead of baseline to figure out if I can teach myself how to shoot lefty. Here we go. So in my 40-shot test, I didn't do too bad. In the prone, I hit 11 out of my 20 targets and I earned 149 points. Now in the standing, I only hit 35% of my shots and I only earned 39 points, which is pretty bad. But in total, a perfect score of 400 and I scored 188 points. This is less than 50% score and less than 50% hit rate. So hopefully this means that there's nowhere to go but up. And in the American test, I shot 3-3-4-3, and that's misses. I actually shot better standing in the American test, believe it or not. The 35% shooting is not that good, and my time was 3:13. So with the penalties included, my total time for the American test is 4:18. So if I don't want to shave my head, I gotta get better than 188 points in the 40-shot test and 4:18 in the American test. All right, so let's talk about my Dryfire plan this week. Obviously, there's a lot to improve here, but the first priority is gonna be getting the rifle fit for myself. Along with getting the rifle fit for myself, I also want to think about sight alignment and sight picture. Getting that rear sight and that front sight in concentric alignment is critical if I want to hit the target consistently. So after I spent the majority of the first night really dialing in the rifle for myself, I began to think about range procedure, or phase 1 of the shooting process. In this phase, it's all about time and how quickly you can get into position. Now I knew this was gonna be low-hanging fruit for me because I've never handled a lefty rifle before in my life. My sling kept coming out of my cuff. It was just really frustrating. So on the second night, I did a lot of one-shots. Get in position, take 1 shot, get out. Into position, take 1 shot, get out. All right, so the next night, my priority now came to hitting the target, getting that black target in the center of my front aperture. So what I do is I have a circle target with a line that comes down below, and I use this line like guardrails on a bowling lane to guide myself to the target. And I was just breathing, and I was watching the sights move up and down with my breath, and then every 5th breath or so, I would just pause and hold on the target. Now in the standing position, it's a little bit different. So I drew a line off the target at about 7 o'clock, and I just practiced swinging the rifle from that direction and anticipating the shot and then trying to see if I could hold the sights on the black and follow through. So my next goal was trigger squeeze because I knew that I was gonna make or break my shooting, especially in the standing. Luckily for me, trigger's super easy to train because you could just chill on the couch, put the rifle in your lap, and just have repetition on the trigger. For the last 2 nights, I started bringing everything together and giving some weight to the shots that I was taking, even though it was just dry fire. I tried to imagine that I was taking my 40-shot test and every shot had to count. So hopefully when I head up to the range this weekend, all that dry fire is gonna pay off. But first, I'd like to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Salomon. With over 70 years of experience, Salomon is the go-to brand for adventurers like us. Salomon's cutting-edge technology is inspired by top-notch athletes and guarantees unmatched performance and comfort. Their gear empowers you to push boundaries and go beyond your limits. Join the Salomon community and unlock the adventure. Check the link in the description down below to see how you can get up to 50% off trail shoes, hiking boots, and all sorts of summer apparel in the link in the description down below. So what are you waiting for? Step outside with Salomon today.
Just got done with 0. The position feels pretty good. I feel like I have decent sight alignment. Considering I built my position at home dry firing with paper targets, I kind of have 2 groups going. I have like a low group and then a group that's more centered. So this week I interviewed Hannah Auchenthaler for the channel, and she talked about how she performed exceptionally well in the World Championship relay, and she said that she just prioritized one thing. She didn't think about what she's up to, where she is, the crowd, what place she's in. She just focused on one thing. My goal today, after the 40-shot paper test and then the American test, which is 20 shots, for 60 shots, I just want to have really exceptional trigger squeeze, and I think that's gonna do it today. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm feeling really confident.
So bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Oh man, this is gonna be so close. Prone was pretty bad. The groups were way better than last time, but it was not in the center, and my standing was way better. Hit percentage way up. So if I can get that north of 50%, that's gonna be way better, but oh man, this is close. This is gonna be really close.
The 40-shot test was in fact close. I shot 17 for 20 in the prone and scored 136 points, which was actually worse than my baseline. But I did hit 12 out of 20 shots in the standing, earning 81 points, bringing my total up to 19 out of 40 hits and 217 points, a slight improvement. But we all know that the true test was gonna be the American test.
Yes! All right. And hey, let's see if we can get this video to 500 likes. This video gets 500 likes, I'm gonna call out Ingrid Landmark Tandervold to do a lefty shooting competition. Really, because she's the only lefty I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, if you want to see me call out Ingrid Tandervold for a lefty shooting competition, get this video to 500 likes. All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe for more biathlon content in the near future. But until next time, we'll see ya.